What's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown. I'm going to be loading up this Manaphy Rain team on the ladder, mostly because I don't think I've used this Manaphy set before on the channel. I know I've used Choice Scarf in the past, but I wanted to give this a try. I love that it doubles as both a win condition with the Z Rain Dance as well as a Wall Breaker, with just Tail Glow and then Hydro Vortex, so that should be very fun right here. The rest of the team is just pretty standard Rain. We have Stealth Rock's 3 attacks, Mega Swampert with Swift Swim. We have Pelipper, which is Damp Rock and Drizzle. Tornadus is a Rocky Helmet pivot with Taunt and the Defogger for the team, because we have Hurricane on the Pelipper, just to help out with Komodo mainly. We have Iapapa Berry Ferrothorn right here with Spikes, and then finally Modest Specs Kingdra, also with Swift Swim. So that'll be the team. You can find it down below in the description. The main start is Manaphy though. I want to see that do a lot of work today. Let's get right into the games. Alright, I found a game right here. Immediately we have a pretty tough matchup given the Tapu Bulu on my screen, as well as the alternate weather setter right here being Mega Tyranitar, so gonna be a tough match for sure, but I think we can pull through using Mega Swampert plus Manaphy right here to break through the team. Let me lead off with my Tornadus-T, as my opponent leads off with the Tapu Bulu. They're gonna go out into the Tyranitar right here, so I'll go ahead and U-turn. As they actually go Toxapex, a little bit interesting. I guess they just wanted to get the terrain up for the Swampert's Earthquake, but what I can do right here is bring out my Ferrothorn, and I believe what I want to do is just Spike Stack this guy. I don't really mind them T-spiking me, but what I don't want happening, well, what I do want happening is me just pressuring their entire team with my hazards. This could be Nature Power, or it could be Z Solar Beam, so I'll go to Pelipper here on the Magma Storm. Click U-turn this turn. If it's Z Solar Beam here, that would definitely suck. It definitely could be too, because they have Tapu Bulu. It is going to be Bloom Doom, so I have to play with limited rain turns this game, which is going to be very tough. However, I do think that Manaphy can still do it if I get up my rocks right here. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll try to go for the Manaphy win. So they switch out here into Tapu Bulu, which I will simply respond to using my Ferrothorn, as they actually double into their Tyranitar. Okay. Well, what I want to do right here is Gyro Ball. I don't think they're going to be Fire Punch, and what I don't want happening is them switching out. The Defog is probably on Lando, right? I can still get up hazards later, and what I want to do is weaken Tapu Bulu for my Manaphy, and then we can go for the Manaphy in this game. Ah, they are Fire Punch, okay. Really tough right there, but it's still possible. Let's bring out my Swampert here. I think my best play is to click Ice Punch, as my opponent goes Reuniclus. Okay, really interesting play there. Are they an Energy Baller? Let's see, I'm gonna Earthquake here. Oh, they messed up. Have an Earthquake again. As Landorus T comes in, that's fine. What I can do here is just Ice Punch. They're gonna defog my hazards, obviously. I think that is pretty obvious from this point, yeah. But I do like 80%, and now what I can do is just get them back up and not really mind right here. I just have to set up Manaphy, that's the goal. How many hazes do they get? I think they get too many, that's how many. So they give me Tran, which is good. They can go to Reuniclus here to heal it because I'm -1. So what I want to do in response to that is I think go Tornadus here. And just click Taunt initially, that sounds like a good play. They could go to Tyranitar here, as that is what they're going to opt to do, but I still get good chip on this with the U-turn, and I can bring back my Swampert. I wonder, do you have Pursuit or not? Okay, they do go for Pursuit, but I'll live that. Yeah, so I do live that just fine. I can bring this out now and simply hit him up with an Ice Punch. They're going to sack off the Landorus T, here's what I'm going to guess. No, they just sack off the Tyranitar, okay. So that's fine. I wonder, are you Acid Armor, or are you just Calm Mind Recover 2 attacks? Because that could actually be a big deciding factor this game. They decide to bring out their Tapu Bulu next, which I will respond to using my Tornadus-T. There's a Horn Leech. What I can do now is just bring in my Kingdra. I believe my best maneuver is to just Ice Beam here. Seems like a good play. I mean, I am Modest Specs Kingdra, so it'll do a lot to Tapu Bulu. If Toxapex comes in, what I can do is simply get in my Manaphy now. Actually, I'll go to Swampert first. Ideally, they don't Scald Burn me because I can actually do a lot of pressuring with Swampert still. Okay, they go for Toxic, which is fine. What I'll do is get in Manaphy this turn. Tapu Bulu is weakened. Okay, I get in on the correct turn, which is really nice. I can Tail Glow here. as they energy ball for a lot of damage. Wow. Can +3 Surf knock this out? I'm assuming it's Fizzdaff. OU Double Dance against Manaphy? I don't think so. Yeah, it won't. I have to go for the Z. So let's go ahead and hit them up with the Hydro Vortex right here. I'll be able to knock out that Pokemon. They're going to bring in their Tapu Bulu here, which thankfully I can still Psychic because it'll do a lot, first of all. Not as much as I would have liked, but it's enough, I think. Because now what I can do is bring in my Mega Swampert. I just gotta weaken Toxapex. That's the big thing right now. I think here what I do is Ice Punch. They're gonna sack off the Lando, I think, to get in Pex right here. That's what I would do. No, they give me the Tapu Bulu. Okay. Meaning now what I have to do is, I believe, just keep Swampert, and then I can Earthquake this. So I go to Kingdra here. On the Scald, yep. To be expected. Now what I can do is literally just start clicking Draco. I don't really care about what Toxapex does. I just keep Swampert in the back and they can't beat it. Thanks to the... Yes, there's a recover. Like, eventually I'll die and then Swampert will come in and win this game, I think. With Earthquake, unless they crit Scald. That would be the one way they could win. Because their terrain is gone now, right? So Earthquake is going to be doing way too much damage to this thing. Even though it's Jolly, it should still be enough to win me this game. So there's that. And they're going to go ahead and forfeit the game, because they already see the endgame red there. They probably messed up when they lost their Tapu Bulu, but I knew that I had to get rid of that to have an opening red there. I'm really glad I went for the Z move on the Reuniclus and calced it, instead of just hoping that the +3 Surf killed, so I could save the Z move for Tapu Bulu. I'm actually curious, though, against Spit-F Tapu Bulu, could a +3 Z Psychic even kill that? Oh, I don't think so. Wait, what? How much did I do? They were Assault Vest, weren't they? Because my Psychic did nothing. Yeah, they were Assault Vest Tapu Bulu, so... Let's put that in as well. Could that have killed? Okay, they were Assault Vest, but not a lot of Spit-F. So let's just take away a bit of this right here. It looks like if I just put in a Z Psychic, there was a roll where I could have killed them with that anyway, but I would have had to crit the Reuniclus, so it works out for us. Let's get another game. Alright, I found another game right here. My opponent has a team that is very weak to my Manaphy. I think +3 Manaphy can do a lot to Mega Gyarados, even though it is resisted and it has a good Spit-F stat. Regarding a lead matchup, they're really going to lead off with the Drill, right? That's their best lead. So I can lead Manaphy to pressure that, as my opponent actually leads off with Komodo. Okay, so they're going to go for some sort of Z, I guess? That's what I would do. I mean, do I want Manaphy taking this hit? I was really expecting Drill, but I guess I have to Psychic just so I don't lose to this. That's what it's looking like. So let's do that. As Clanger's Soul Blaze does come out. I mean, I knew it was going to come out, right? But I have to stay in too. I really can't bother to switch out against such a threat. So we lose the Pokemon that I just said was going to win me the game. There are other Pokemon that can still do it though, most notably my other two Rain Abusers, so I guess that's kind of cool. I'll just bring this in here. I can live anything and just Hurricane. Yeah, that won't knock me out. This should be able to knock them out through the Spit-F boost. Yeah, so I'm able to get rid of that, which is absolutely amazing right here. They're probably going to bring out the Gyarados, to which I can respond with using my Ferrothorn. They could also go out into the Tapu Lele or the Thundurus right here, or even the Magearna. I guess Excadrill too if they have a Rock Tomb. I don't know what they want to go to here. If I were them, I would go Thundurus and U-turn or Volt Switch, but I could go Swampert. I think my priority now should be getting up rocks. They're going to bring in the Magearna, which I will just respond with using my... I'll go Swampert here. I don't think they're Energy Ball, as they go right for Calm Mind. Okay. Well, I'm going to go Ferrothorn on the Flare Cannon, not wanting to take that with this. Yeah, there's the Flare Cannon, so I think that's a good maneuver right there, because now what I can literally do is get in Swampert this turn and try to get my rocks up again. I take a lot though, so I have to be careful about Gyarados now. But I think I can still take a +1 hit, get my berry back, and then Power Whip it down. That should still be fine. Like, they have to crit me with Crunch or whatever. I don't think any other way can do it. So I get another correct turn again. Here what I can literally do is just Waterfall. I have the Gyarados countered right here, I think. And if they give me Gyarados, Kingdra just wins the game with Surf. That's a given, because it's not AV Magearna. Surf is just going to kill every Pokemon. So my play here is Waterfall, and then I'll try to go for Rocks once. Yeah, I'll go for Rocks here, but their play should be to spam Rapid Spin, if they have it. Unless they expect the Rocks to be on Ferrothorn. Best case is here they don't go for Rapid Spin, but I think that's what they're going to do. They could also just hard switch into Gyarados right now if they wanted to, but that seems a little bit careless. So I get up my rocks, as they do go right for the Earthquake. Nice, okay. I'll take it. That's really good for me. Because now what I get to do is Waterfall, and then they're essentially in a position where they're forced to Gyarados after this. I don't think there's another play they can make to win. The Gyarados is definitely... I think it's going to be Mega. If it's Z move, they could win with it, but I don't think it's going to be Z. It should be Mega on this team. Yeah, I think they're surprised that I'm running Z-Spurt when I have a Ferrothorn that tends to run dual hazards on most Rain teams now. Here's that Gyarados. So I'm going to go to Ferrothorn, which I did say was my initial response. They need, what, 3 Dragon Dances to outspeed Kingdra? No, they need 2. But I have Helmet working for me right now too, so... The game plan is, if I can get rid of the Gyarados, which I should be able to do with Ferrothorn, I can win the game using any of my Rain abusers. Just Waterfall 3 times, and that's it. Surf 3 times as well. So that's how I'm going to approach this. Come on, Ferrothorn, just don't get crit, don't get flinched, none of that. Don't miss your Power Whip. Because I think I need 1 Power Whip, and then I can just knock it out with a Rocky Helmet anyway. So... Oh, they have Fire Blast, but that does 0. Don't run that move, people. Alright, so there's that. They have to click that again. I can just Gyro Ball here. Because even if it doesn't kill, it'll put them in a range where they die to Tornadus' Rocky Helmet. And then from there, I just, have the game plan that I just mentioned. Get up a Rain 1 last time and go for the win. AV Tapu Lele could save them the game. So can Choice Scarf, Grass Knot, Thunderous Eye, I think. Those are 2 outs for them, but... Okay, they Mega Evolve, which I think is smart. They go for Fire Blast. Does a lot more. I wonder if this will kill or not. It does just kill thanks to their speed boost, which is kind of cool. They should go to... who, Magearna? If Magearna Shift Gear, it can win against me. Because I have Jolly Swampert and I just Gyro Ball. If they Shift Gear, then all I have to do is... Gyro Ball here, they Shift Gear, they knock me out, then... Actually, maybe that can happen. Because then I have to go Pelipper to get my Rain up, and they can Shift Gear on that again, can't they? So what's my play if it's Shift Gear Magearna? That's the question. Did I mess up my positioning? I don't think I had a different positioning right here. But I think Broken Magearna is about to win them the game. Unless it's Calm Mind Pain Split. Ideally it's Calm Mind Pain Split. That would be so good for me. But yeah, I don't see a way they have a win right here without that specific Magearna set. Calm Mind, Shift Gear right here with, I guess, Flare Cannon and some other move. But I think they would have sent it out by now if they had it. That's what I'm thinking. Unless it just takes too much from Gyro Ball. That could be the case as well. Okay, they do go Magearna. I have to Gyro Ball this. They go for Calm Mind. Are you Calm Mind Shift Gear? What's the deal here? I'm gonna Leech Seed it this turn. Okay, they go for Thunderbolt. That's perfectly okay. I go to my Jolly Swampert now. I don't care about Thunderous coming in whatsoever. I click Earthquake every time. They have to hope for my choke, I think. Even if this is Shuka Berry, I think I can win with Kingdra in the back. So if they go Thunderous here, all I have to do is sack off Pert, come back in with Swampert. I mean, sack off Pelipper, come back in with Swampert, Waterfall 3 times per game. So I don't think that's a winning play. They are Shuka Berry, okay, good to know. However, I did just mention this scenario. All I have to do... Actually, I'm really scared about that being AV Tapu Lele, I'm not gonna lie. Do I go... But I can't go Kingdra first, because I don't know if it knocks this out without the rain. So let's go out into this right here. They may have a win under their belt anyway, which is really sad. I sack this off, obviously. And then I think I just Surf and hope that it's not AV Tapu Lele. Let me just confirm that if it's not AV, I can knock it out with Surf rather than Hydro Pump. Because I'm Modest Kingdra. Oh yeah, easily. So it comes down to that Tapu Lele set. Are you AV or not? Really cool Sugar Berry tech, but I couldn't Waterfall. Why am I faster? Okay, well, I'm just going to U-turn out here and sack off my Pelipper if you don't mind. And then I just have to hope this can win. That's the goal. I Surf 3 times and hope it's enough. What's your set? Are you AV on that Tapu Lele or not? Show me. I must know. There's no point to switching out. I'll die with Tornadus. What's your Tapu Lele set? Just don't be a Soul Vest. They go to Tapu Lele. It wasn't Soul Vest. I think I got this. Alright, phew. Unless if it's still Choice Scarf Thundurus and it full paras me, full paras, I can win, but... Yeah, that was clearly an offensive Alele right there, and there was no role where that lives, as you guys saw. And they're gonna go ahead and run from the game. Let's get another one. Alright, I found another game right here. This guy's got 3 water resist and fake out Mega Lopunny. I mean, one of the resists is Greninja, right? But he does have the 2 water resists over here and then fake out Mega Lopunny, so this could be pretty difficult, but I'll try to make it happen. Let me lead off with my Pelipper against Victini. Assume it's going for Final Gambit and go Tornadus on the U-turn. I mean, that was a risky switch because Bolt Strike was like a click, but I'll go to Ferrothorn here on the Ice Beam. Just throw up a Spike right now is I think a good play, as my opponent goes out into the Ferrothorn. I don't like this mon. I'll go to Tornadus here on their Spike and just taunt it. I'll take damage on this any day. Come here. Hurricane it down. I'll Hurricane it one more time and then U-turn. Well, unfortunately, due to the burn, I'm in range of Iron Barbs now, so that kind of sucks. I guess I'm just Hurricaning one more time. Alright, so that's not that bad. I can actually win with Swampert's Earthquake now because it just kills everything. But what is bad is, you know, my Tornadus died. My Tornadus is DED. I will click U-turn here. Bring in Pert. I think maybe get up Rocks and then Earthquake. No, I'll just Earthquake first. They go immediately to Ferrothorn, which I'll just go to my own Ferrothorn on. Get some more chip on this guy. Spike up right here. Hey, let's go all the way, man. I'm down. Have my Manaphy too while you're at it. Can I live a hit? I don't think so, but I think if I Hydro Vortex, my Swampert is literally going to win the game, so that's cool. You shouldn't Leech Seed. You should always go for, yeah, the power up. If I knew I would live that, I would have Tail Load. Actually, I don't think I would have, because they would have switched out after. So they give me Manaphy. This guy lost. He's going to lose to Kingdra because of how he played. Actually, no, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I lose because of Hazard's chip and Mega Lopunny and probably Scarf Greninja, right? That seems like it's more likely the case. I'll go to Pelipper here and then sack off my my Manaphy. Then I think what I have to do is get in Kingdra and hope that it just is enough. I mean, I get so many kills right now, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. That's the problem. So they sack Victini to get what, Mega Lopunny back in. So there's the Lopunny. I can surf here. I get another kill here, which is great. They're going to give me what, Ferrothorn? Yeah, they let both their water resists take so much damage. This could be quick attack. I mean, I think I stay in until I die. It is quick attack, okay. So now what I do is I get this in. I Waterfall here on the land. Oh, I lost, yeah. Actually, no, I didn't, because this is going to die on entry if I get up rocks, and then Ferrothorn can solo. So let's do that. Oh, they got up rocks too. Well, I mean, that's actually okay, right? Because I Ice Punch here. Is my Ferrothorn going to take too much? Is it going to be in range of the Gren? I think they're debating keeping this, as they do sack that, okay. But can Greninja knock me out? That's the thing. I don't think it can. I don't think Greninja knocks me out, and then I Earthquake that, and then... like, Lando just gets Ice Punched, right? Because it's defensive? That's what the scenario is looking like. They could go Lando and then try to get in Greninja on an Ice Punch, but... no, they go to Greninja. I'm pretty sure this can't knock me out in a... oh, they have Z? I would have switched out. Man, that really sucks. I think I lost now. Maybe not, though. I can go to this and Leech Seed some health back. Maybe get out of range of the Lando. Oh, I forgot I have my berry. I'm dumb. I win. Yeah, get out of here. Don't freeze me. Don't do any of that. Don't freeze. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Sack that off. Don't BHB Fire. Okay, so we are able to go ahead and pick up that win right there. That was a really weird game. I thought I had it in the bag, but then, you know, they actually played... I thought it was Scarf Greninja the entire time. It ended up being Z, and had I known it was Z, I would have just played my Rain Sweepers a little bit differently, because they didn't have speed control for my Rain Sweepers, right? I thought they would be Scarf Greninja, so it could outspeed both of them, but it just wasn't. So thankfully it's able to work out for us anyway. Let's get another game. Alright, I found another game right here. My opponent is running a very interesting team. I really hope that's not Water Absorb. I think it's Unaware, and then the Azu I think is Perish Trap with Sap Sippers, so I don't really have to worry about that too much. My taunt Tornadus right here just looks amazing. Regarding lead matchup, I mean, they're probably just win con Magearna anyway, because if all else fails, why not rely on that, right? Let me lead off with my Pelipper against the Charizard. I mean, I'll just U-turn. I don't really know what they are. They are Zard Y, and they just go for Solar Beam. That's whatever. I can just bring in... Just go to Tornadus and force a U-turn into my Pelipper. Alright. On the Fire Blast, that's fine. Now what I can do is U-turn out of here. On the Skarm, it's not Rocky Helmet, thankfully, which allows me to get in my Kingdra now. So that's all helpful. What I can do here is just click Surf on the Azumarill coming in. It is the Perish Trap Azus that I thought it might be. Do I let this get trapped? Let's go to Tornadus. As they go for Whirlpool, and unfortunately for them, they miss, which just gives me a Hurricane. It is protected though, which is, I guess, fine. I can just Hurricane it down. I really don't see the need to predict when they're just going to give me damage on this anyway. I'll U-turn this turn. And then go out into my Ferrothorn here. On the Whirlpool. This I don't care about. I'll get up all my spikes and then we'll go from there. They can Perish Trap me or whatever. I really don't mind. Actually, I'm going to get these turns right. I'm going to Gyro Ball this turn. Then go for spikes on the Protect. Because they're going to Perish Song immediately, right? That's what I would do. I think they're debating, though, whether they want to get in Sage this turn or not. Because that could be a play for them. Storm Zone's actually just going to go ahead and dip. I mean, I guess we'll wait it out right here. What does the avatar change when you leave the battle? That's always something I found interesting as well, but... I mean, we'll see if Storm Zone wants to come back. If not, then I'll just play the next game. It'll be totally fine. But I'm actually curious to see whether I can win this one or not, because... They have some good anti-rain mons, being Breloom as well as the Zard Y, obviously. That's one of the best mons against rain. And then a couple of water resists being, you know, Torrent, the Azumarill, and then potentially Water Absorb, but I think it's unaware on the Quagsire. So let's see, is this guy coming back or not? You know what I think it is? I think he's just sad that I had U-turn on my Torn and he didn't get to trap it. That's why I think he left, but maybe he's just calcing. That could also be it too. We'll see. Storm Zone, you got anything for me, man? I wanted to battle your team, but... Doesn't look like that's going to be happening. 5 seconds. Yeah, I don't think he's coming back. Oh yeah, he ended up leaving the game. I don't know why, but let's just go ahead and get another one. Alright, I found another game right here. No water resist on this guy's team, but I still want to play carefully. Make sure that I get maximum usage out of my rain abusers and be good to go right here. They lead off with the Terrakion. I think I'll just pivot to Tornadus, even though they could go for the Stone Edge. I really don't care whether they do or not. It could be the Stealth Rocker too, which is something I do want to keep in mind. In fact, it is. Actually, it could be Lando. But I really don't see the point in going out into a Rain Abuser. I think they're going to close combat here, if I had to guess. I don't think they Stone Edge, and even if they do, like, it doesn't matter. I can play... Well, I just hit my desk. I can play this super carefully and just win with Swampert plus Kingdra. Yeah, so they do go for close combat, which I knew they would. Like, I knew they wanted to make the read right there. I can just U-turn out here on the Magearna coming in. I was about to send out my Tornadus that's already on the field. I can just bring this in now. I believe my best click is literally just Waterfall. As Scissor comes in and takes a little bit up right there, just a little too much in my opinion. Okay, they go for U-turn as I get my rocks up, that's really good for me. They go to who, what, Lando here? I mean, Lando's like the only play that makes sense besides like Scarf, Grass Knot, Tapu Koko. Which I will assume if they go out into that. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. Ferrothorn, hello. There's the Grass Knot. I'll go for the spikes here. As they go out into the Lando T. Which I can literally just leech eat up here. And then I think I want to keep this and go Tornadus this turn. As they get up rocks. Just Hurricane here. I do unfortunately miss, so I don't get anything out of that. A little bit annoying right there, I'm not gonna lie. Continental Crush, huh? What's your Magearna? You know what, I just win with Swampert plus... Actually, it is Scarf Koko though, that's really tough. I'm gonna give them the Rain Pokemon as they overpredict. I was gonna sacrifice my Rain right there and just try to get like 4 or 5 kills right now with all these Rain turns, but they decided they didn't want to take it, I guess. Tapu Koko comes out. I'm gonna stay in. Watch this. Goodbye. I mean, I win with the Kingdra anyway, so I didn't really care, but... Yeah, this dies in 1. Get out of here. I just did it just to do it. Sometimes you have to. And they're going to go ahead and run from the game. I mean, it guaranteed a win, so I mean, I'll take it, but arguably some over predictions right there. I did say I was going to play smart, and I ended up in a position where I had to play recklessly. Well, I didn't have to, but I did play recklessly just to play recklessly, right? But it worked out. Let's get another game. Alright, I found another game right here. We have a Mega Glade matchup now. Once again, a team that is just very weak to my Swampert, which I really enjoy right here. They're going to lead Kyurem because everybody does that against Rain. I guess people lead Heatran against Rain now. So I'll go to Pelipper here. Don't be HP Electric. It's so random. They could double to Kyurem here if they want, but that would be like super risky, right? At least I think it would be. What if they're like bulky Staraptor with like Rocky Helmet and like Final Gambit? That could beat my Swampert pretty easily. Yeah, but I think what I'd do is I go Pelipper on the rocks here, then I U-turn out. They're probably going to switch out into like Kyurem or Feeny. Then I go to Ferrothorn. I can take the ICM Z, I think. Actually, I probably don't. So I would have to go out into like Kingdra, depending on what they do. But I think Kingdra is the win con, right? Kingdra is eventually just going to click Surf. All it needs is damage on those two water resists. This guy's really thinking about this turn. I don't know, you click the fire move or you click rocks, unless you really have HP Electric and you're trying to predict around me right now. This guy gonna choose? Okay, go Pelipper. Let's see. Fire Blast, not really fearing that too much. They burn me on the switch in, which is I guess a little bit lame, but I don't really care. I can get this in now and just get up rocks. Don't be Wisp, and don't stay into Wisp. That would be such a... I mean, I guess you could, because, you know, it's a Heatran against Rain. I wouldn't blame them for it. That would be so random, though. That would be sad. I also wish I was Superpower on this, because I could hit Kyurem coming in. Although I don't think Superpower Oko is Kyurem from a Jolly set. And you have to be Jolly with Superpower, because it's mainly for Kartana, right? So... yeah, because Jolly paired out Speed Scarf Kartana under Rain, and you want Superpower just for that, so... they're on Jolly. Are you actually Will-O-Wisp? What are you doing here? Okay, I guess they're not, and they just decided to click that. I'll just Waterfall. So that's dead. Who are you going to now? Kyurem? I would go Kyurem. Honestly, if Feeny comes out, I'm tempted to stay in an Earthquake twice, because that's just going to make the Kingdra win, like, so easy. In fact, Kingdra will win, like, automatically if I do that. I could try to win with, Manaphy here. Manaphy can win the game. Hello? I'm Jolly. And you're dead. That's not an Intimidate Staraptor. Goodbye. Yeah, this guy has an unmatchup against Rain, too. Why did they go into every Pokemon that's O-code before any of these two? Hello? I'm so confused. Oh, that doesn't die. Okay. Well, now we're in a tougher spot. I guess I'll bring this in and click U-turn. I don't know why they went Staraptor first, though. Like, unless they were trying to, like, just sack it for Rain turns, I guess. That's all I could think of. They go to Feeny here. Should I try to set up with Manaphy now? I feel like I'm tempted to do that. You know what? Manaphy, you've done nothing so far. I'm going to Tail Glow and then Z-Rain Dance the following turn. Don't Moonblast drop me. That would be so sad. If I'm smart, I literally just go for Tail Glow and then the Z move right away, but I'm not smart, so we're not going to do that. Plus, I haven't clicked the Z move once, so I want to do that too. I'm faster, so even if they're Taunt or whatever, they can't really stop me from Tail Glowing. They could go hard Kyurem right here and probably live and then Fusion Bolt me, but if they do that, then they probably win the game, which would make me sad. Because, like, I would go to Ferrothorn just for Iron Barb ship on that, but Terravolt just negates that, which is even sadder. This guy's thinking about this one, too. If I lose this is like the easiest Rain win ever. There's no way I'm going to lose this, right? I think Manaphy's about to win right now, if I'm being honest. Like, +3 Manaphy under Rain is stupid. It's so strong. Like, I'm pretty sure the +3 Surf under Rain will knock out Kyurem. Well, actually, what I think I should do... No, I can't do that, because they could go hard Gallade on a sack, and then, you know, I just don't have the speed for it. So I get my Tail Glow off as they go for Nature's Madness. I think my best play is just going for the Z move right now, and getting damage on this for Kingdra. Yeah, I'm gonna make the smart play, the guaranteed win, and all that. As much as I didn't want to. Yep, let's surf here. This is so sad. I really wanted to try to win with Manaphy right now, but I mean that was a guaranteed path to victory. And after making the terrible play I did with my my Pokemon in the back called, what are you called again? Pelipper? Yeah, that, I mean no, Swampert. That was kind of bad. I die on entry, so I should just surf. They CC me. I go to Tornadus and U-turn here. They're gonna switch to the Donphan. Actually, they're just gonna stay in because they die on entry. Unless they're confident they can get a rapid spin off, which I don't think they can at all. I mean, they go to Donphan, but all I do here is I go hard Kingdra. And they reveal leftovers, so they're not like random Scarf play rough. So now what I do is I surf, just because even if they go Kyurem, I get damage on that. I guess Z Hill, Kyurem Black could win. Actually, no, because Ferrothorn walls that. So they're just going to go ahead and dip from the game, because they needed a rapid spin for the Gallade. That was their one-win con. I'm glad I thought through the whole thing with Manaphy, but I'm still sad I couldn't really click the Z Rain Dance. That would have been very fun. But it looks like we have time for one more, so let's go ahead and play one more. Alright, I found another game right here. This one is going to be the last. I swear finding Tapu Bulu when you're playing Rain is like the worst feeling, but we beat it in the game number 1. Maybe I can do it again. So it's going to lead Clef. They lead Zard. Well then. Oh, they Fire Blasted. They didn't, I mean, they knew. I mean, I can't really, I just gotta give credit for that, right? Just go for the, if they're HP Electric, I'm just gonna end off the live. Don't be HP Electric. Hello, Magirna. You're cool and all, but I'm gonna get up rocks in front of you. Oh, Energy Ball. That means it's definitely Shuka Berry then. There's no way you're at Shuka Berry without Energy Ball. I mean, Energy Ball without Shuka Berry. So I guess you're coming in now. Oh, if this is Focus Blast, I just lose my Mon, don't I? Whatever, let's Gyro Ball. Because it hits everything. Including this. Alright, so I get rid of that, but like, half my team is dead, so that kind of sucks. Click U-turn here. To bring you in, click Spikes. I will do this again and again and again. Hello? No, get out of here. That's the first time I've ever seen anybody try that. Tapu Bulu is here now. I'm gonna Hurricane this. Goodbye. Well, I somehow just got this guy to choke over and over and over again. That was a crit. I'm pretty sure it would have put him in range of everything anyway. I can't let this Rock Polisher free, so I just Scald. Then I go to this and Surf a few times for game, I think. Actually, it is Vest Mag, right? So maybe I choked. They go to Unaware Clef, which is going to take way too much from that, and by way too much I mean 100%. Have some damage. Okay, you can have some damage too. I don't think Banded Terrakion can OHKO me, so I think I win. Yeah, that's going to do 89, but we do pick it up, and we're going to end it off right there. That last game was just so interesting, but that's going to be a 7-0 session. I hope you all enjoyed. You can find this Rain variation down below in the description. It was a super quick build too, but it is just Rain, right? You just slap on your featured Mon and then 5 other Mons, and you'll be good to go. I was thinking about putting Ash Greninja over Kingdra, but then it's just so similar to Mincy Rain. I would pretty much just be running that, but with Manaphy over Azu, so I figured Kingdra would be a good twist, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Later.